We are speaking to NJIT head women's basketball coach Steve Lanfear and seniors Nicole Matitska and Kim Tullis following the Highlanders' 59-48 win over Chicago State, second win in a row for the Highlanders. Coach, tell us how you saw the game.
Yeah, I thought, you saw the first half. We came out a little sluggish. I was worried about that going in. Obviously, we didn't want to make an excuse, but we had a late flight, got in at 2 a.m. on 2 days ago on Friday night. So was worried early, and I thought their zone confused us a little bit, going back and forth, trapping and not trapping. And I thought we were settling, to be honest with you, a little bit from the perimeter. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well in that first half. So, but defensively, hung in there, had a 1-point lead. And then I thought we made adjustments offensively, got a lot more aggressive, started attacking the lane a little bit and knocking down some shots in that second half.
I'll ask the two players. You're both seniors. Obviously, teams usually look for leadership from their seniors. NJIT was having a little trouble scoring in the first half, and you both ended up as the high scorers and scored all your points in the second half. Can you tell us a little bit about that, about what you felt your role was in the second half? And Kim, especially you scored a lot of points, a lot of your points early, kind of helped things get going.
I just was more so focused on defense, and I think the offense will come. And the points came from like other players' shots, I would say. So it wasn't. I didn't have like an attack mentality. It was just I was gonna do the dirty work in order to help us get going.
That's kind of what you always do, though, right?
Yes.
But today you hit a couple of shots and got the team going. Nicole, why don't you talk about that in terms of you made a couple of threes, and that's got to be very frustrating for the other team to see a big girl make threes.
Yeah, the first half, like, they came with the zone and we weren't really like ready for it. So when I got the ball, like they were like on me, so I wasn't really ready for it. By the second half, I was like getting the ball more and I made the shots, so I got more confident and.
Okay. One thing that always comes to mind when I think of Chicago State is the Great West Conference.
Right, sure.
And winning the Great West Conference championship out in Chicago. And both of the players were sophomores that year, and of course that was your first year as head coach. Coach, can you just talk a little bit about maybe some of those memories and facing Chicago State today?
Yeah, it's always it's nice when you go and play against a familiar foe, and obviously them being in the Great West. We had a couple battles. We played them twice my only year in the Great West and lost to them by 1 at third place and played really well at home. But it's almost comfortable. It's familiar, so it's kind of nice. And obviously it lends you to kind of think past. And obviously it was a great season for us. But we're kind of focused on this year. We've had such a tough schedule, and especially from mid-December on. And we've been playing well, but playing really tough opponents. So I'm really proud of our team, how we've hung in there. And we didn't play a particularly great first half, but we're all about defense. And defensively, we stayed in the game, holding Chicago State to 19 points. And then I knew eventually our offense would kick in. And Nicole, I think, scored the first 7 or 9 points that second half. And she needs to be a prolific scorer for us. And she's really starting to take that role. She had 18 down at Wofford, and she wasn't. I tell her all the time, if the only reason she doesn't score is if she gets in foul trouble. And today, she got in foul trouble where she can't score from the bench. But we need to look to these two seniors on my left, along with Alyssa and Martina, to really send us ahead, because we're looking, to try to get that. We want to get to 500 first, but we have more goals than that. And we've got winnable games. They're not going to be any easy games, but we got games we can win if we play our brand of basketball.
Ask the players to talk. Was there any special feeling playing Chicago State?
For me, I liked it because it was like a sense of familiar. Like I was familiar with them and their style of play, so it was comfortable. I was comfortable.
Yeah, same with me. And I was a little excited because they're in our conference, so I was excited to play them, and I really wanted to win, and I'm really happy that we did.
Good. Now, you've got 2 wins in a row. Seems like things are going a little better. Played a tough game against Clemson.
Sure.
Even though it was a loss, it was nice, especially in the second half.
Sure.
Nice comeback against a team from the Atlantic Coast Conference. You feel like the team is coming around a little bit now?
Yeah, I do. I think we're playing the best basketball we have. Today we just didn't knock down shots particularly well until that second half, but we're executing very well on both ends of the floor, and we're giving ourselves chances to win basketball games. And I expect a lot out of our team moving forward this year, and they expect a lot. And, obviously we've got a quick turnaround. We play Wednesday morning, Education Day. Should be a fun atmosphere with a lot of middle schoolers in the gym and another former Great West opponent in UTPA. So it should be a lot of fun.
As players, do you feel the same way? You feel like things are coming along pretty well right now?
Yes, I think we were on a tough break there, and I think now we're allowed to, really show what we have to offer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay, well, thanks very much. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you against Texas Pan American and all the little kids running around making noise here. It should be a fun day on Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.